What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Alright, so today, just got home from work. New package sitting at the front door. What it is possibly a new item for the boat. I ordered a 3-blade Kipawa prop for my Minn Kota Tarova. And we're going to take this thing down to the lake, and I'm going to do some comparisons between the factory prop and this 3-blade. Just simple tests. Speed at different settings, is it smoother, is it quieter, do I like it at all, just simple things. No, we're not testing amp draw and all that crap, just CD your pants. But anyway, let me get you flipped around here. We'll take a look at this thing and I'll give you my initial impression, and then we'll take it to the water. Alright, so here it is, the 3-blade Kipawa. Now I did put this thing on right quick and make sure that it does even fit before I drug that boat all the way to the lake. It don't even fit, so it does fit. My initial impression of it versus the factory Wedge 2 is this thing is just, it's hard as a rock. It's almost like steel, no flex in it whatsoever. Where with this, you do have a little bit of flex, not bad. It's pretty beefy in through down around the hub. The hub itself feels, and about the same as the factory one. Now one thing I did notice straight off the bat, the pin that comes with the Kipawa and the factory pin, there's a pretty good size difference. So if you were out fishing running this and something happened, whatever reason, you need to go back to your factory prop, this pin that comes with the Kipawa will not fit the factory prop, so you would need to also be carrying your factory pin. Just wanted to point that out. So I noticed that straight off the bat, that they were different. But anyway, like I say, let's get the boat loaded up, let's go to the lake, and let's see what this thing does. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I paid $44.73 for this thing shipped to the door. So that's what it cost. Not terrible. If I don't like it, it'll go in the box with all the other crap that I bought over the years that I thought I'd like and didn't, and it gets stuck on the shelf somewhere. But anyway, hopefully it's good. We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a fair shake. Anyway, see you at the lake. So alright, y'all, we made it to the lake. We're gonna start doing some tests here. Pulled around, found us some calm water. And we'll see. I'll start off with the Wedge. Just turned on. And I drug my brother out here with me today. It's David. Alright, so let me get down here and get set up. What we'll do, we'll just troll back out across there through that calm water and at several different settings, and we're just going to see what speed we get. And how smooth it is and all that good stuff. Alright, we'll get it straightened up, and I'm going to put us on 5 here. Going straight, we're going to see what we got for speed. What's that graph reading speed wise?
1.8.
I got 1.92, bouncing between
2. You just crossed 2.
So you going to say 2, roughly bouncing back and forth?
No, it's 210.
2.1. They're roughly the same on the remote. That's prop speed 5.
2.15 looks like about where it's going to settle right there on that speed.
Alright. Well, let's bump it on up to 10.
Was that on 5?
Yeah, that's for 5. We'll bump it on up to 10. You can kind of hear the noise of the trolling motor too. I wanted to see if that other one's any quieter. Or... Right, so I'm hitting 3.7, 3.8.
Yeah.
Same on the graph.
Yeah. Looks like it's gonna settle about 3.8.
Yep, same here. Okay. Now I'm gonna try to get us down to running 2.5, and I want to see what setting it needs to remain on. We're on 4 now. I'm gonna try to hit 2.5. Okay, there's 2.5. We're on 6.
Yeah, a little bit over 2.5. 2.57, 5.8, 6.0. Drop back down into 5.9.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna settle about right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a prop speed of 6 to maintain 2.5 in fairly calm water. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to get this thing up and change that prop out without something going in the water. So let me get down here, get the prop changed out, and I'll bring you back. Alright y'all, so I successfully got the prop changed out here on the water, and that was that was nerve-wracking to say the least. But anyway, got the other prop on, and we're gonna get situated here, and we're gonna make the same run. Get straightened up here, and I'm gonna kick it up to 5. Alright, so on 5, hold on, here's 5. I got 2.4, 2.5.
Yeah, it's gonna settle about 2.45.
About 2.4, 2.5 on prop setting 5. Alright, I'm gonna go to 10 with it. It feels like it's pulling harder, no doubt. Alright, we're gonna hit 4. Looks like about 4 miles an hour, 4.1, 4. We're gonna call it 4 at 10. Prop set 10. Alright, let's bump it down and see what we do. We went 2.5 and see what it...
Yeah.
Let's see what this one takes.
We're on 6 with a standard prop.
Alright. We want to be running 2.5 miles an hour. There's 2.5. I'll have to bump it up. Alright, so looks like prop setting 5 will get us to 2.5. So definitely, I think it's definitely pulls a little harder. Like my brother said, it don't, I wouldn't say it's quieter, it's just a different sound.
Different pitch.
Yeah, but different pitch, but very smooth. I mean, standing right here at it, I don't feel any vibration. Nothing crazy, so it is smooth.
Vibration wise, it's better than two prop, I think.
You think it's better vibration wise?
I do. I can feel back here in my feet what I can feel.
When it's on 10, that's when you feel it the most?
Yeah, and you really can't feel it then. You hear it more than anything.
Right. Okay, so overall, I think it's definitely got a little more oomph than the two blade. I'm gonna run it for a while. I'm gonna take it to the Tennessee River and I'm gonna put it out there in that current and see what she does. And like I said earlier, if I get where I don't like it, it'll go in the crap I don't like box up on the shelf with the rest of it. So anyway, thanks for watching the video, and you know, if any of you's interested in this prop, maybe this will give you some ideas about what it will and won't do. All right, y'all, so I'm back at the house, and I wanted to take just a minute to go over what we found to be the numbers for the Kipawa prop versus the Wedge 2 Minn Kota prop. And what we found is, I mean, there is some performance differences here. I don't know if you heard my brother say in the video that it felt like to him that it was smoother. The Kipawa prop was smoother. He was sitting back on the back deck, and he said in through his feet, there was just not as much vibration with the Kipawa as there was with the two-blade Minn Kota. Now, some of the numbers that we came up with, we're talking about a 24-volt, 80-pound Minn Kota Tarova. All right, so on speed 5, it was with the Wedge 2, 2.15 miles per hour. Speed 5 with the Kipawa prop, 2.45 miles per hour. Jumped on up to speed 10. The Wedge 2 was at 3.8 miles per hour. Then go to the Kipawa on speed 10, was 4 miles per hour. So as you can see, the trend is about 0.2 miles an hour in most cases. You know, difference in speed. And you could actually feel it. It felt like it was pulling a little harder, the Kipawa was, than the two-blade Minn Kota. And then we did another little test to just see what speed we'd have to run the trolling motor to maintain 2.5 miles per hour. And we had to do a 6 on the two-blade, and it took a setting of 5 to maintain a 2.5 mile per hour on the Kipawa prop. So anyway, there does seem to be some you know, improvements in performance there. I'm gonna take this thing to the Tennessee River, and I'm gonna put it down below the dam in that heavy current, and then we'll find out what it'll really do. But anyway, thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, please reach out. See you on the next one.